Hey everybody, welcome back to Heirloom Permaculture. If you follow us at all, you know that we've been dealing with a lot of storms, a lot of rain. It's been the wettest year I can remember. I think this year in our area, we live in Northeast Oklahoma, and we have had so far about 30 inches of rain this year, 12 inches just in the last 30 days. We're expecting some more storms tonight, another 4 to 5 inches coming. So we are just really, really wet. And I thought I would just kind of walk you around, show you what we're kind of dealing with and what's going on, and just talk to you about that a little bit. So let's go for a walk this way and look through my yard, look through our garden, see what's going on here. You just see the standing water kind of everywhere. Just as it barely starts to kind of drain off, then it rains again, so we have just not really had a chance to dry out at all. It's just soggy. Everything is. Still some green for the chickens, so they're happy about that. It's just really, really, really wet. So this part of our yard, sometimes when it rains, usually when it rains heavy, we'll get a little rain through here. It's not unusual. It drains off in a day or two normally. We've had a constant stream for quite some time now. Chickens don't seem to mind. I think the cool thing for them is it's bringing all the worms to the top, so they're loving it. If you look at this area, this is kind of normal of our yard at the moment. Just sinking right in. So muck boots have to be the shoes that we wear. They just do. We are really muddy. Some of the things aren't growing well. Some of the things seem to like it. The elderberry's doing great. Our cover crop that we put down early is growing like crazy, which is not really what we want this time of year, but I guess if nothing else, the good thing about that is our garden ought to be in really good shape next year when hopefully it's drier than it is this year. I'm gonna show you some of the things we put down. Our tomatoes, they just really don't seem to love this much water. It's just a lot. So I'm going to come out into the garden. We have a lot of organic matter in this garden. It's wood chips, and normally it keeps it from being very soggy. But with this amount of rain, the ground is just completely saturated. But it's pretty wet. It's still better than anywhere else in the yard, but it's pretty wet. I'm going to let you take a look. As you can see, that cover crop's going crazy. The comfrey's going crazy. We have some things that are doing pretty good, but some other stuff is struggling just because it's just way more water than anything really needs. That can be easy to get discouraged. I mean, it can feel really, really frustrating when you put in the effort and the work, and all your work seems to be wasted because it's not going to work out right. These sad tomatoes here. I actually got these tomatoes from Jess, and I was so excited about them. I was ready to plant them, couldn't wait for them to grow in the ground, and they're still alive, but they are struggling. I'm hoping we dry out some and they recover, but you know, if they don't, it's really not the end of the world. It's one thing I've been realizing and coming to realize through all of this. The storms are exhausting and they're frustrating. The rain is very frustrating because we put in the work, or we can't get out and put in the work because it just won't stop raining. And our yard has been a constant mud puddle for months. And that can feel really frustrating, but I came to realize that I am actually really thankful for our muddy yard. Because the fact that I have a muddy yard means I have a yard. There's a lot of people in our area right now that are completely underwater. The rivers have gone out of their banks. A lot of neighborhoods have gone underwater. The yards up into the houses, they've lost a lot of things. And I still have a yard, as nasty and muddy and gross as it is, that I can go in and I can enjoy or try to clean up or whatever I need to do to it. We can still get out and get in, do the things we have. I have a yard, I have a home. If these tomatoes fail, we can go to the store and get some food. I'm not without, so I'm just trying to really appreciate what we do have, even in these moments of frustration. When I was a teenager, my dad always used to tell me I was the only one who could choose my happiness. And I hated that so much when he would say that to me. It was so annoying because he would just be, let me know that my happiness was completely up to me. And I found that really frustrating, but now as an adult, I hear that all the time. And he's right. He's completely right. We all have something to be really sad about, and we all have something to be happy about. And so if the only thing that we get this year is fertile soil from the cover crop that's growing, and we have a yard, even if it's muddy, and that's all that comes out of this year, then I'm still gonna choose to be happy about that, because I have my family and I have my home. And even though we've had the storms and we've had the frustration, we still have that. So I just wanna kind of let you guys know, just try not to get discouraged. I know it can be really hard to not get discouraged through all of this, because I know that many of you are going through a lot of the same trials that we are, whether you're in, Oklahoma, Missouri. I think Ohio just had some terrible storms too, that it's just kind of been a rough year. But try to find the positive and try to see what it is that you do have, and just don't let those little frustrations get you down. And I'm gonna enjoy what's going on and be thankful for what we have. And if that's all that we get this year, then that's all we get. Next year will be better, right? So I just wanted to take a second to show you guys that. I know this isn't one of our typical videos, but I just felt like I wanted to share that with everybody. So you guys, you know what? If you feel like you can't plant, get out there and try anyway. If it doesn't work for you, then at least you tried. Don't let it beat you, okay? I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.